So thank you all for coming for the mentoring session for the social enterprise hubs. 5 of the hubs said that they needed mentoring with regards to the content marketing, the social media marketing and everything. So since it's a mentoring session, I'm going to ask you about what you have been doing with the training that we did about 3 weeks ago, if I remember, 3 or 4 weeks ago. And if there are any challenges and any questions, then you bring it up and then we can discuss. So the floor is open. Okay, so let me start with you, Stephen.
Okay, so good morning to everyone.
If you can
So
speak a
currently
little bit.
we are not. Hello.
Okay, I think it's for me. It's okay. Please go ahead.
Currently we are not actually we've not started incorporating it yet because we have our hands a bit full. We are currently running an acceleration program with some digital skills program as well. So what I've been doing, I actually joined the training with my media lead. So he's the one actually using all that he learned to kind of restructure our media strategies and then all that. So I would say for now we've not started incorporating it in the programs that we have. But then with acceleration, he has some plans which I have actually put down with him that he is going to actually use to helping them to stretch out, let's say when they are coming out with their social media channels and all that. Yes, but as I said, currently we've not started incorporating it.
Okay, then I think he should have been the one to join the the mentoring because maybe
The,
he
the,
does.
the, issue, the issue is he doesn't have a WhatsApp phone, and then I because it's a Saturday, I actually planned with him for him to join, but then he also stays far from here where I am, so
Okay.
I'm currently recording a call in a way, though he wouldn't get the interactions and all that, so that on Monday I can give it to him to go through.
Okay. So what are the I sent it to you yesterday, and for the mentoring, we've always been talking about the mentoring and making you aware that the mentoring has to do with questions you have after the training. And since he has been implementing it and everything, what are the questions? What are the areas he needs clarity on? So that we would explain it further. If you have it, tell us. If you don't have it, you can mute yourself and call him and get that, and then you get back to us.
Okay. Then for now, I don't have those ones, so I would have to get back to him and then get back
Okay.
to you then.
Thank you very much. Diana.
Sure.
Hi, Naomi. Good morning, everyone. I think for us at our hub, the first thing that we are doing is that with all that we've learned, it sort of gave us a lot of ideas and a roadmap of a sort. And so we are more like doing the clinical analysis, more like going back, looking back at our websites, looking back at our social media platforms, because I from all that we learned realized that we'll also have to implement the things we learned before we can even, you know, like replicate to the startups. And so we are doing that analysis. We are rechecking and re-strategizing our websites, our social media platforms to, be in alignment of a sort. Yeah. So that's like the first thing we're doing.
That is actually great. I love the fact that you said we are working on ourselves before we think of even training others. Now, in doing that, have you come across any bit of challenge that you will need help with clarity or anything that we must come in to assist?
Okay, for now, no. We are working with another team member. So for now, we do not have that challenge. But of course, I think that if anything, it will be easier to reach out to you. So yes, I'll definitely let you know of anything.
You're reaching out to
Unless you
me.
don't want to. I
You're
wouldn't
reaching
worry you
out
that
to me
much.
officially will end today.
I will come unofficially if official wouldn't work. And you know I have so many ways to reach you, so don't worry.
I know, right? Okay, let me go to Kwame of Pink Life.
All right, so Naomi, we at Pink Life are currently working with an NGO on some events organization and some projects down here. And so it's an advocacy project. And so with what we learned, we've incorporated a lot of them in our designs, especially the flyers and the content creation. So that is what we've been doing so far. And again, we are also working on reviewing. I joined my team not long ago, but then as I speak now, we are reviewing our website, our social media. We are reviewing it, so we are working on it actually. We are working with it with the what do you call them, the designer of the website design guy on it. So we are reviewing everything, making sure our content, the works that we do, everything is posted there. And the challenge for me right now, it's how we work with a designer.
Yeah.
How I as a marketing person and the what do you call it, the hub manager, crafting the concept, the whole the whole concept you want to communicate and giving it to the designer to work with. We learned that during the training. And so that has been the challenge. So in this mentoring session, if you'll be able to, go back and highlight that part for me, I would be glad. Thank you.
So if I get you correctly, now it's about how the hub team and the marketing team can come up with a concept so that the designer will know exactly what to do.
Exactly.
Okay, so don't let me forget, if you can drop it in the chat box for me so that we will take it from there. Okay. Yeah. Northern Innovation Hub, Lab, Alfred. Alfred. Alfred, your network is very bad. Alfred, can you position yourself a bit?
And trust you are doing well.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, great. So I don't know my network, but since I got a feedback that you can hear me, I think I can proceed.
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. So for us also, we haven't implemented fully some of the things that we learned. The reason being that there are some few restructuring ongoing, and also let me put it that way, some few restructuring. So however, that one way or the other has had a toll on how our media approach is supposed to go.
Is it just me who is losing Alfred now?
That notwithstanding, I think there has been an on the, I think, was it yesterday, which was Nkrumah's birthday? Eh?
Yes, yesterday.
Okay, so I think
no, it was
I saw
2
that
days
the post
ago.
that was 2 days. Okay, so I saw that the post that was made. In the latter part, we also try to ask people to share
Hello, Alfred.
Their favorite quotes from my network.
Okay, now I think we can hear you. How did that go?
Yeah. I haven't followed up, but I mean, I saw the post that day, but since then I haven't followed up. Although myself, I commented when I saw that as a way of leadership by example, but I haven't gone back to our page or haven't asked what the feedback has been. I think I haven't been a bit free, so I haven't done that follow-up yet. But
Okay.
I mean,
I
seeing
think
that
I'm checking on it now. I'm checking on it
okay.
now. And
Let me even get. Okay, I think
it's only your comment that came.
so. It's just my post. I said my post. It's just my comment. Yes. So, but I believe that because also our page have not been too active, probably that might have also contributed to that. But the fact that the team considered asking people to share their thoughts memory, I feel that there has been a change. Ideally, I wouldn't see that coming up. So I think the lessons have been
remind me to
like
also
Dinah said, we
on
don't rush.
Hello.
Whoa.
Hello.
I'm losing you. Hello,
And
Mami.
Diana, can you hear me?
Yes, I didn't hear what you said.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you
I
now.
was saying that remind me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Remind me to comment on your social media platform, to give feedback.
Okay.
As we go through I think it will fall under what we are coming to do. So Stephen left so that the media guy who actually joined from day one for Dancing Hub could join. So that's why Stephen has left the chat. And this is what we want, because you are the people that came for the training. So at the end of the day, if we don't get you back to give us feedback for us to do this mentoring, then we will still have to do everything all over again. And I'm really, really impressed with what each hub is doing. The fact that you are trying to work on yourself, practice it on the hubs before you take it out. Don't forget that this was a TOT for you to help others. So please bear in mind, even if it's a virtual session that you would do for your already established startups, or when you are doing a program like Kwame was saying, and like Stephen said for Dancing Hub, if you are running a program and you think that you can inculcate some of it inside to train the others, I think that would also be very great. So I am very grateful that I have these feedbacks. Now let me start with Alfred, because he just finished. So Alfred, your page, I think I love the designs that is going up and everything. The colors are clear and everything, but I feel that your people, quote and unquote, they talk too much. What do I mean by they talk too much? I mean, the captions are mostly too long. Very, very long. You know, social media, especially with Facebook, yes, it's supposed to be a mini blogging site. But for starters, when you get it, that's every time people have to read everything before the pictures and all that, then it becomes too wordy. And you know, now people don't have time. Remember, we stated that now the attention span has reduced to 0.05 seconds. Right? So if you have a lot of caption, the caption is too wordy and plenty, you don't really get people reading, especially for captions that do not have headings. So I love this Kwame Nkrumah thing that they wanted to do. But imagine if they had just said, we are paying tribute to Kwame Nkrumah, share yours. And they probably said, this is ours, so write yours in the comment section. I think maybe people would have just looked at it and worked. And like you said, you are now being active on your pages. Yes, the headings. please, guys, the thing about social media now is that if the caption is too long, it can be it's too short, sorry, it can be your headings, right? However, if it's too long, if it's a bit too long, then you need a catchy heading to get people to want to read, or a catchy first sentence to get people to want to read the rest, right? So try as much as possible to do that. If not, people will not read. I doubt people really read the headings. They just looked at the picture and they liked. Another thing that we need to be doing is that you don't just share it on social media and leave it, especially if your page is now growing. You need to copy the link and share in groups with a caption. Oh, hey, we are doing this thing with Nkrumah. Share your favorite quote from Nkrumah. Click on this link and share. One thing is that do not also share only the link, because people will not click. But you need to add a caption that will entice the people to want to click and go. Hey, we are doing this challenge. Share your favorite Nkrumah quote. We have shared ours. Go and share it. You know, sometimes you can even put something as little as saying that the person that shares and reshares a lot will get, let's say, free 30 minutes mentoring, free 15 minutes mentoring. Some people want that. Nkrumah is shit. Nkrumah is shit, papa. Anamibwa. They say Nkrumah is shit. So people don't want to just give you something. It's supposed to be a give and give. How do we even say that? Give and take. So try as much, because I see that you are posting nice pictures from the projects. You actually went to how do I say it? The ESO program. And I would have preferred that, Alfred, since you are the CEO, you can start now creating mini blogs for you, Alfred. Mini blogs for you as a person. Then they share on their page. But if they want to share pictures from what you went to do on that, once they share it, they shouldn't write a whole lot. There are times you want to write a whole lot. That is cool. But this one could have been CEO's experience at the ESO Ghana event and must read. Let's say a caption like that. And then they add what these things that they, because the things they wrote there is very, very great. But now they are working their pages up and they still need to share for other people to work on it. Are we getting it? This is for all of us. For all of us, not just Alfred. We forget sometimes, because everyone comes online and they are busy. So you need to prompt them to come. Because I just realized that I am on your page. I am there, but I've not really seen. No, the same way, the same thing that they have written for you. I would want you to follow Gideon, my boss, Gideon Brefo. You realize that when Gideon attends any event, or even myself on LinkedIn, I try as much as possible to give a brief of how the event went and what I learned and what I did and blah, 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 blah. And we share it on the Hyperspace page, that check out our CEO's activity that he went to, blah, blah, blah. That's all. But I'm saying that if even they are sharing it on your company platform, my suggestion will be that they add a heading or a first statement that will be something that will catch the attention of the people, right? So that is what I'm trying to say. Please, anybody have questions with regards to pages and all that on that regard before we move on to the developing an effective concept note for the content creation? Anyone? Kwame, are you okay with the pages, managing the pages? Diana?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. For Think Life, you're good.
Okay. Diana?
Yes, ma, I am. And I said, as I said, for me, I'll keep coming to you later on. So if anything, but for now, yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, good. So Kwame's challenge that he needs help with is developing an effective concept note for the content creation. So Kwame, let me ask you, have you created a content calendar yet? Have you tried creating a content calendar yet? How many of us have tried creating the content calendar? Let me see by hand. Or something, a draft on something. Okay. No one.
Okay, so Mame, what I did was, so I incorporated into the work plan for the month on how I'll be releasing the content.
Okay.
But it wasn't exactly a content calendar.
Okay. So developing an effective concept note for content creation. Now, you see, for a whole hub as Think Life, you can have your content creation plan. And for each project that you are doing, you can also have a content creation plan, but it's supposed to fall in line with the whole hub. Now, Kwame, as a hub, before you create your content, the first thing is to know the goals. What are you trying to achieve each day or each month? What are you trying to achieve? Let me give you some of the simple ways that I have been helping organizations to come up with content, the concept notes. We try as much as possible. Think Life has their thematic areas that they are into. Even though it's a hub, you have your areas that you are working, you are in line with, right? So at Hyperspace, we say that we connect, we help you grow, and then we help you contribute to the society. These are our three thematic areas. That means that any post, anything, any content we are creating for any project is supposed to fall under these things. Now, out of these things, depending on what projects we are working on and everything, we have a theme for each month. Right, Kwame? A theme for each month. So if you know that this month your theme is on, let's say, growth or education, it helps you to know the kind of content you are supposed to be creating around it, or?
Yes, it does.
So you can be thinking of, okay, if my theme for the month of October is going to be on education, what are the various content I can create under education? Okay, education, what exactly education am I going to do? Maybe education on digital marketing. Let me put it that way. Okay, so that means I would want people to know about digital marketing. I would want people to know about thought leaders in digital marketing. I would want people to know about maybe courses in digital marketing. I would want people to know about some tips with regards to digital marketing. I would want people to know about some funny activities on digital marketing. I've gotten 5 now, right? It just came top of mind, right? Maybe because I've been doing it for long. Now you have, out of the month of education, you've gotten mini themes as well. And these mini themes can run through for the week. So if Mondays you are doing thought leaders in digital marketing, that means that every Monday for the next 4 weeks, you are going to probably have either a video, depending on the format, either a video, either a flyer, either a picture of a thought leader in digital marketing who has shared the quotes. If you are going to do tips on digital marketing, that means that maybe on Tuesdays, so Tips Tuesday, that means that on Tuesdays, you are going to share tips for the next 4 weeks. Are you getting it? If you are going to do activities or trainings or programs around digital marketing that people are sharing, that means that for the maybe on a Wednesday, for the next 4 weeks, you are going to do that. If you are going to do some common mistakes that people make in digital marketing, maybe on Fridays for laughter, then you are going to do that. Maybe on Saturdays, you are looking at, there are these things that these memes and gifs, funny gifs that they do, digital marketing errors, something, and then maybe you are saying that once every month you are doing a live session. So because you already have the themes, the main theme and the mini themes, it helps you as a person to know that, okay, we said Monday, it's going to be thought leaders, what they have shared. And so Monday, okay, we are going to pick, let's say, Alfred. Now, Alfred, do we want, now we have it, but do we want a picture, a video, a GIF, a what? That is the format. You think about the format. Okay, what caption would we want to add? Okay, that we would add his quotes to that caption. So, okay, so that would be the caption. What are the hashtags we are going to use? Okay, we'll use these hashtags. Who are the people we are going to tag so that our post would go viral? We do that. Are you getting it? So developing, if you try to say that I'm sitting down to really come up with the concept and everything, because probably you've not been doing it for a long time, it might confuse you. So always start with themes. Always come up with themes and break it down into mini themes. That is why during the session, I told you that this is a format I use for a lot of startups. We say that Monday is Monday motivation. And I don't know if someone will write it in the chat box, so you can start using that. Monday is Monday motivation. Tuesday is transformational Tuesdays. Wednesdays is wisdom Wednesdays. Thursdays is throwbacks. And Fridays is freestyle Fridays, right? Saturdays, it can be anything more like, because Saturdays, mostly people are in the house, maybe events and other. For Saturdays and Sundays, depends on you. Right now, if you have these some semi-themes and the overall theme of your month was education, then you know that Monday motivation means that what would that mean, Kwame? The Monday motivation.
Sorry, Mami. What? Can you ask the question again? Repeat the question.
I don't want to believe that you've put the phone down and I'm talking.
No, I was actually writing notes.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say, I'm recording it so I can share it later on
Okay,
like I do, and then you can.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that for us to now come up, Victor, you are welcome. For us to now come up and think about ways of creating our concept and now starting, I have semi-themes that I give to startups and organizations to start with before they are able to build on their own themes. I start with Monday motivation, Tuesday transformation, wisdom Wednesdays, throwback Thursdays or tell it all Thursdays, and then freestyle Fridays. And I was asking that, so let's take Monday motivation, and the whole month, maybe your theme for the month was education, or let's say this advocacy program that you say you are running. Let's take the advocacy program. Monday, you have a mini theme that is Monday motivation. With this advocacy, what do you think you are supposed to post on a Monday?
I would be posting content that would motivate people to join in and support the advocacy project, the projects I'm advocating on.
Awesome. So that means that on Mondays, you'll be sharing motivational things with regards to the advocacy program. So with that, your team can sit down and say, what are some of the things that will motivate people to join the program? Okay, things that probably will motivate people will be the impacts. Why something, maybe during former events, somebody made a specific quote that was really motivated. There was a video that somebody was sharing something that was motivated. So you post it. And then, so you think around it. Okay, so which format are we using? I'm actually giving you the content calendar outline. So you have the dates, you have the theme. That is the theme for the day. Then you have the ideation. You describe the whole idea, how it's going to be. You have the format, and the format is whether pictures, whether videos, whether GIF, and all that. Then you have the platforms that you'll be posting on. Then you have your hashtags, your captions. I've mixed some of them, but you can arrange it in the formats that is best for you. Hashtags, captions, and the organizations you'll be tagging in the post, right? So on Tuesday, if we are doing Transformational Tuesday, thank you, Diana, for this. On Tuesday, if you are doing Transformational Tuesday, that means that what kind of content should you be sharing?
That's me, right?
Yes.
Okay, so on Transformational Tuesday, so I'll be sharing content. Should I say content that's, the word transformation, I'm finding it difficult
More
to
like
break it down.
impact stories, how the advocacy has transformed people's stories. So it's more like testimonials. On Tuesdays, you'll be sharing testimonials. I'm using your advocacy. It might be different from if Diana is doing another project or doing it for her hub. It might be different from Alfred. It might be different from Victor. We are using the advocacy program that you are doing.
Okay.
So on Tuesday, if it's Transformational Tuesdays, that means that it's a transformation. And in an advocacy, what is transformation to an advocacy team? So you need to sit down. It doesn't just come automatically. You need to sit down. If I was doing it probably, and like you've paid me and I'm doing it for you now, and I'm creating a whole plan, communication plan for your team to go out there and make social media noise and everything about this, it might not take me a lot, because don't forget I've been doing it a lot, right? So Transformational Tuesdays, I'll be looking at, okay, do we have some testimonials from people of how this advocacy has impacted their lives? How many beneficiaries do we have? Do we have situations where something was that bad and it has changed to good? How do we share it? Do we get it? Because it's transformation. So it can be before and now. How do we want to put it out? And one thing that Think Life, I want to tell you that never try as much as possible. If you have the graphic designer as part of your team, and if he's not an external person, try and discuss some of these things. When you're having these meetings, have him there. Have him there.
Okay.
Because the issue is that most of the graphic designers, their mindsets are just arts, ARTS. And so sometimes when you have even finished the concepts and everything you are telling him, he's not really seeing it the way. But if he's involved in the discussion, it helps him. It helps him understand where you are coming from. How many of us have realized this thing with our graphic designers? Or even if you are a graphic designer like me, tell me that a graphic designer who is not really marketing focused, whatever the designs they do is really art for them. But if you are marketing focused, it's not art, it's communication. That is the difference. Who has noticed that?
I have. So with the graphic designer I'm currently working with, when we started the project, when I gave him the work, I explained everything to him to do. The work he produced, wasn't in line with what I was expecting of him. So what I started doing was to start taking him to the meetings, to the workshops, to the field when we go for the stakeholder engagements, to the forums we're having, and with the content he created after engaging in all of these things were much better than the ones he produced before. Awesome. So you're very right on that.
Awesome. Victor, your hand was up. Victor, we can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Your volume is low.
Hello, can you hear me?
Speak up a bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm a graphic designer. Actually, that's what I majored in, graphics. And I took content social media marketing as a side stuff to do. So one of the problems I normally face when people are explaining things to me is that they want something, and they want it like when you're presenting presenting in the graphic form, like it should be exactly what they want. And sometimes I tend to see what you want. It can be possible in the graphic, but we can take it this way, right? I try to explain it better for them to understand, but I find it difficult. Like they don't get my point of view, and they tend to what, like, stop everything. So as a graphic designer and also a digital marketing person, when ideas have been thrown to me, I try to wait for some time, like when everybody cool off, everybody get what they want. Then when I'm presenting the design to them, and as much as possible, I explain everything to them so that they'll get to understand why I'm doing it that way and why I'm choosing these colors and all that. So let's just say my organization like this, they want everything to go with their colors. Everything to go with their colors. And some messages, you can't use their colors.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually highlight some of their colors into it. So when I explain, they'll be like, no, 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 bring our colors to us. Just put our colors. And if, as a graphic designer, if you are doing that, you sometimes you'll be there that certain designs, you know that these colors wouldn't fit. But you are forced to do it. And when you do it and you come out with a bad design, they'll feel like you are not marketing their organization. You get it?
So with your
So
company, for instance, I think one
yeah.
of the issues, so I get you. I perfectly get you. And that is the issue with graphic designing and then marketing. If you want the graphic designer and then you want the marketing. But then most of these things will be solved if most organizations have what we call the digital brand book, right? Even
Yeah.
though, Victor, your organization would have, say, just two colors.
Yeah.
In your digital brand book, it should have been specified that if there come to a time where these colors will not fit a design, maybe our additional colors that we can use to make the design are these specific ones.
Yeah.
Right? If that
Yeah.
is not done, and you see, there is a thing with branding. Branding is about consistency.
It's
It
true.
doesn't mean that you cannot twerk it. That is why you will go to a certain place, and though MTN is not using, is using
Yellow.
a black, they will still have a yellow there.
Yeah.
Right? They will
Yeah.
have yellow, but the yellow will be much more than the black.
Black.
Because there is something about branding, it's about the consistency. So if today we are doing this and you think color red is what will suit it and we use it, tomorrow we are doing it and you think color green that will suit it and you use green, then the consistency pattern changes. And if you are drawing the graph, it will not be a correct graph. But then if we say that Northern Innovation Hub, I'm using that because I'm on their website. Northern Innovation Hub have colors which is lemon green, that deep lemon green, and then orange. And because of that, the colors that are closer to these colors are, let's say, red and brown and another shade of green, right? So in their brand book, they have it stated that in case these colors are not good for a design, we might as well use this or that. Because I see them that, for instance, this one that they did for Kwame Nkrumah, you can see a bit of their colors there, but it's shaded, which is not bad. It's shaded in black and in white, and you can still feel their colors in there. You can feel their colors in there because they put a logo of theirs down there, and it's shaded in. But I'm convinced to think that it's part good. So they have three main colors and alternate colors. Exactly. So if they have three main colors and alternate colors, those are the ones that if there should be any issue, they should pick. Now, this is the problem. Even some people that have the colors and the alternate colors, they just sat down and picked the colors. They didn't get a graphic designer to tell them that these colors and alternate colors, when it comes to words, we cannot combine them. Because even as a company, when you are choosing your colors, you need to think about all these things as well. But you know, most of us, like me, we started our businesses with colors. Like I always say, if you go to any grocery shopping site, or the colors are green and mostly yellow and all that.
Yellow
Me
or orange.
only, Kaya, I decided to use purple and magenta. So my colors are purple and magenta. For me,
Hot.
because I've been able to sell it, now it distinguishes me from others. But seriously, like most people who are into grocery shopping services and everything, they are using green and all that, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when I was starting, because it was my favorite color, I just use it. And now I can't do anything about it. If I say I'm changing it altogether, people will see 5 years now. People will see us and will not even think it is us, which will become an issue.
Yeah.
To become an issue for us. So that is also where it started from. So now that you are part of the company, what you can do is that you make sure that your colors, there are main colors and there are the alternate colors, and you show them if those even main colors and alternate colors can be combined at some point, and explain to them. If it becomes like a tag of war, they will not understand, because to them it's branding. But branding is beyond that. But you need to rather have a meeting with them and explain some things to them, right? So that they understand to that level, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So we were talking about content. So let me go back to the content. So now, coming up with the concept. Now, Kwame, have you, since we've been talking about it, do you now have an idea of how you can go about some of these things?
I do.
With your concepts.
Yeah, this has been very helpful.
Okay, I'll send you my bank account. I'm dropping some cash. Okay, so that has to do with the content and all that. And one thing that, like I was telling Northern Innovation Lab, now when we are trying to build our platforms, we have programs and everything, don't let us just rush in to go and say that we are posting. We don't just post. You need to sell. It's not about posting, it's about selling. So let's always try as much as possible, even if it's 30 minutes. Even if it's 30 minutes. When the projects come, the communication lead or the marketing lead sits down and draft a communication plan and try as much as possible to push it. To push it for everyone to be on the same page. If not, we will still go back to how things used to be. We will still go back to how things used to be. I have just experienced one of the high-tech marketing or communication activities this 1 week with a program that we did at Hyperspace. And I was telling my supervisor that it's possible for us to do it at Hyperspace, but sometimes people are saying we can't do it, but we've been able to do it in 4 days because someone was making sure that something was being done. I created a communication plan, and even the numbers that we wanted for our program, we got more than that. And when it was the event, we were posting real lifetime pictures because we didn't have a case where the photographer was saying, no, I can't do it. Oh, I have to go and edit it. No, we created a media group, and then the photographer was on it. And as the pictures were being taken, the photographer was uploading pictures in for us to be posting on Twitter, on Facebook, and all that. Real-time pictures. And it was done. That means that if we are picking a photographer for a project, we need a photographer. If we have our camera, the camera should be set right and everything. It was great. And the pictures out there, it's not bad pictures at all. And even now, it's now that the photographer is now going to edit some and bring it. But we've posted real-time pictures. We posted real-time information. But one thing that we do is that most organizations, most of the hubs, I don't know why. Maybe Alfred, you being a CEO can tell us, you don't take the marketing bit of the hubs into like serious. You mostly think, oh, the projects will come. Oh, we are doing the projects and all that. But some of these social presences are very good for us because it is what your startups will also come and learn from it, right? So I hope with regards to the concepts and the content, but we still have more time. We can decide to finish very soon or more time. So Victor.
Regarding the photography, this is what I realized. Actually, I'm the one who do the photography, take the edit the flyers and do the posting all in one. As an individual, that does like, let's just say 5 people's job at a go. So sometimes I always want to put certain content online, like at the immediately the events are going on, how to do that. But they need me to also take set in a circumstance where someone is had an action and I miss that shot, I tend to get offended myself. So I don't know how to go about with this thing so that maybe if I could get like someone to do that for me while I'm taking it at the same time. I don't know is if I communicate that with my organization, would that be much advisable?
Yes. So let me, this is not, even though it's yes, it falls under digital marketing because it falls under marketing. So let me just say this. So one thing that you can do is, first of all, communicate to them that because the job is overwhelming now, it's actually sort of a little bit impeding it. You might not have a permanent person to assist you, but what you can do is this. So at Hyperspace, you know, when we get the startups coming around, we try as much as possible to get one or two who are willing to volunteer with us for activities or become interns. And so when these people come, when we have events like this, like the event that we had about 4 interns who were assisting us. Are you getting it? Okay. 4 interns who were assisting the media, but we actually have we have 3 media team, let me put it that way. But everyone else was involved, not just one person. Everyone. Me, I will make sure of it. From my CEO to partners to everybody, I got everybody involved in posting. Maybe because of me, but like I don't joke with some of these things. I will get you to go online right now and go and post. I'll get you to go and do this, to go and even just reshare. I'm able to do that. So try and also start looking at the startups that come there, the people that come there, and see those people that can volunteer. You know, some people are willing to do that work for you. And then so that when you go to your bosses, you are even saying that, oh, I've already talked to this and this person who are willing to volunteer. You go with a solution. One thing about Ghanaians is that we don't like going with a solution. We only like going with a problem. But for somebody to take you serious, you need to go with a solution as well, at least a proposed solution.
Proposed.
So are you getting it?
Yeah, I got that word right.
Okay. So Victor, what we have been doing so far for the past 1 hour is that we are doing mentoring. And like I said, I'm not here to teach. So whatever questions based on the training that we did, if you have questions, if you have even what you have practiced and it's going to help another person, then you also share. So Stephen was here and then he said that you'll be the best person to respond, to know, because you have been implementing some of them. So let's hear from you, and then if we have any others, if we don't have any others, then we may close.
Okay, wait. I just got into the organization just recently, so I wanted to know what they are doing per se, so that I could develop my content alongside with them. So I realized they are running 2 programs currently, which basically I have. It's just one that I have a knowledge on, but the rest I don't. So what I did was that I organized I create a new content calendar for the organization where all what they are having could be featured in. Let's say uh, anytime they are having a program, they market that program, like they post that program. Let me just put it that way. They post that program. Every time they are having a program, the pictures about that program is being posted. So I was like, okay, if every time we post pictures of that program, why don't we create a snippet, like an educational content of that program. So I will post it, even not even on that same day. So I decided to create an educational forum for that, which we are still going through, so that I could sit down with the the tutor, the one handling them, to give me those content. I could study, then get a snippet from it, and then share it with him. Then, if everything are okay, then we'll start posting those content. That's something that will be going. And then the motivation. I tried as much as possible not to bring all kind of motivation to on board, because not all motivation that are really motivating people. So between, because what they said, they have Friday motivation and then Monday motivation. These are two motivations that goes hands in hands. So I said, okay, if we are posting on Friday motivation, I wanted to take the motivation out, but they insist with the motivation. So I was like, okay, if Friday motivation and then Saturday motivation, then there should be an element of those motivation that would actually do for both of them, but would actually be more impactful. So Friday motivation, Monday motivation was okay. I I stick with that. Then Friday, I was like, okay, if Friday we are going to do Friday, then let's. I just sat down and brought it out. Like, Friday should be Friday empowerment. So the main reason why I chose Friday to be Friday empowerment is that when we are empowering because we are here to empower people, we are here to train people. So by training them, we are empowering them to gain a skill, isn't it? So freedom empowerment will be something that when we are taking a quote online or from anybody, is an element that actually has something to empower you to do the right thing. So, and then the rest of the days are basically educational content based on things that you are doing and based on the project that is going on. So that's how I developed my calendar to fit. So we had the business flow. I had digital skills, the digital skills, this thing, education, and then we had the youth empowerment, which basically the youth empowerment, I'm yet to find a structure around it that would actually resonate with the company and actually go with the company's this thing, vision.
I think I am. I don't know, but I don't want to say you are all amazing students, because if I say amazing students, like Alfred will beat me. But but I think I am very, very impressed that the training that we did was actually beneficial for all of you, and you have all been doing it. And I love how you have come up with your own calendar, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Creating it to suit your organization and what you want to communicate. So with regards to the content creation and everything, don't forget that now media is selling and videos are selling. So even some of the pictures that we take at our events, there are times that we can create a slideshow of it. Now there are various ways to create different kinds of slideshows, different kinds of videos with some of these pictures and posting them online, right? And so I love how you are going about it. If you come to a point where you need to think about concepts and everything, I don't think it's going to be very difficult, because now you have Friday empowerment. So you can even, it's funny. You can even think from now till December, every Friday, what you want to do and create it already.
Yeah. But the problem I'm having right now is like, I don't have a smartphone,
Okay.
which basically I had to look for internet anytime I need to do something. I know when Steven was supposed to give me all the information that I need before the show, but I was a little bit tied up with other things, trying to gather content for our program that is running. So
Okay. So let me ask this
yeah,
question. Is it that a dancing hub doesn't have because I use company phone
yeah,
for work.
yeah.
So do you have a company line specifically for some of these things?
I don't think so.
So then
We
it's
don't.
something that you need to tell them that is making your work difficult, so they should get you. Because when you have these company lines, or Alfred, you're a CEO, don't you have a company line? Diana, don't you have a company line or company laptop and those things to help with work?
I actually have a company laptop to help me out.
Yeah, but nowadays,
Yeah,
most of
yeah.
these designs, when you use your phones, it goes faster,
Yeah.
you finish and all that. Yes, Diana.
Right, you have a point. I think now I was like, I was just commenting on what you just said. Yes, the phones would do help, but that's one of the things that I think it's I don't know, it's so easy for you to be given the laptops, but the company lines are things that I think at our end we are still working on.
Yeah. So maybe once you get that, it might make your work go easier for you. What I do is that I actually use company line, and like I said earlier, you see some of these captions, some of these content drafting and everything, you can use copy.ai, which helps you to craft your concept. You can actually put in the ideas. Maybe I will craft compelling caption for me around, let's say, advocacy. Oh, I wish Think Life was here, but she's left. Around advocacy, draft about 10 captions for me. And copy.ai, which is an AI tool, will help you draft, will give you 10 captions. And these captions, you can say, restructure them or reduce it to like 10. So, Alfred, that is one thing that your team can do. When they draft these long messages, they can input it into Copy AI or Chat GPT and say, reword this into, let's say, a paragraph or something, and give it a nice caption. And they are really, really going to get that and put it there. You see, now some of these things have come for us to make our works easier. They are assistants. Do you know that even now on our pages, or especially on Facebook, we have what we call assistants? They've given us AI assistants. Yes, Quilt Bolt for rewording and rephrasing as well. Yeah. Do you know that now on our pages, they've given us assistants?
Yeah. Yeah.
They have assistants now that if you want something to be posted several times, if you want assistance in certain, you can activate your assistants and you give it the instructions that you want and all that. The works are being making. Alfred is saying that we know it's power, but you don't know the devil. Alfred, do you know what? You see, some of these things, people complain that people don't come to our programs, the hubs and all that, and they are always complaining and all that, they don't attend. Sometimes most of these startups and all that, they are also looking at us for our digital presence, what we also post online and all that. They're also checking all those things. Are you getting it? So if they realize that, nah, you yourself, nah, as an organization, you are not giving out what you say you are taking in. Sometimes there is a bit of doubt there. And one thing that you don't really want to happen is for a company, for your startups to start doubting you. You need to be intentional about creating content and putting online. You need to be just intentional about it. So start using these online tools, all these AI tools. Start using it. Copy AI, Quill. Is it Quilt Bolt or Quill Bolt? I think there is one called Quick something. There are lots. Recently, I did a session on it for, I think I went to Techiman Agrico Hub, and I did one for Hyperspace. I went there to go and do a training on branding, digital marketing, and I showed them a lot of these tools, AI tools. You can subscribe to all these online video editing platforms, InShot, Viva Video, Quick Marketing Tool, all those ones. And on the go, you design your videos, you design your flyers, you Canva videos, all these things. You design it on the go. And when it is very, very important, like you need to do a big documentary and all that. That one you can be using your Adobe Maker and all that. But when it comes to these simple ones and all that, be using, because these things have come for our works to be easier. So Kwame, this concept, this caption and everything, you can be using Copy AI, Quillbots, a lot of, remind me, Kwame, come into my inbox. I'll share with you a lot of these AI tools. In fact, go and research it because you're a marketing person. You'll find a lot of them, but I've mentioned some. I personally love Copy AI and ChatGPT, those two, because they give me exactly the content, the way I want my caption. You will see me have written an article plenty. No. I just put the skeletons in there and they help me write the articles. And I do the editing, and now they've come to help us. So let's start using them. Yes, let's start, just put the concept in there. You don't need to go and now write it. So we are doing an advocacy on, let's say, girl child education in the rural. Make sure you give it. It's the prompt that is very important. That is why prompt engineering is now making waves. The prompt is what is involved. If we're able to put in the correct prompt, you are going to also get the correct information. And let's make our lives easier. Let's make our lives easier. You can use Meta Business Suite to schedule your post on Instagram and Facebook till next year for a whole month, so that that work will be taken off you, except if you have to go and check whether you've gotten a message and you have to respond and all that. Thank you, Diana. So those ones are also key. Please, do we have any more questions? Any more questions that you need clarity on? Do we want to share what we are doing with us? People are sharing that. Yes, Diana says she used ChatGPT as well. Kwame says he uses Quillbot and ChatGPT. So Victor, you can be using some of these to assist you as well. Get some of the interns to also some of the startups there to also be assisting you in some of these things, especially when there is a program and all that. And then it's going to really, really help. Any other question that needs clarity? Any other? So from here, I will be, okay, let me do it now before I forget. Let me do it now before I forget. So I want to share the slides as well as the manual and the documents that you needed to have. For the training. I just hope I have it all. So we have the slides, we have the manual, and then we have the digital. Let me go and put it in there before they beat me. The digital brand book template. And then the digital marketing strategy template. So if you have the digital brand book template and the digital marketing book template, digital strategy template, I've already given you with regards to the social media content. Did I give you the content calendar? This one is too broad. It will confuse people. My internet is not working. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Please, I am not.
No, we can hear you.
I was at the other side of the call, so I couldn't see anything. Yes, Victor, go ahead.
Yeah. Please, because I'm not on WhatsApp, I don't know. Can I share my email address with you so that you could?
I'm going to share it actually via email.
Actually, I don't think you guys have my email.
Yes, I'm going to now get it. That's why I say I want to do it now for you guys to have.
Oh, okay, no problem.
So I'm actually sharing this content calendar with you. with you, or it's a sample. You can design it. It's in 3. No, it's in 5 sheets. So we have the strategy first, the monthly view, the weekly view, the reports, the content library, and a simple one that I've designed all in one. So as you can decide to create your own out of it. I'm not saying that use the same thing. I'm just saying that create your own out of that, right? So, okay. So please, when you go there, don't go and cut. Kindly download. I wish there was a way I can just send it. Wait. Because this is the document for... This is for GIZ.
Hello?
Hello, I'm here.
Yeah, I think if you create a Google Drive folder.
Yeah, it's actually a Google Drive folder, but it's a GIZ folder. And I want to share the access with all of you to have access to it. And that is what I'm now thinking of.
Okay.
If it's a good idea.
Maybe the ones that you want us to have access to, you can put it in a different folder.
It's all the slides.
Okay.
It's all slides for all the days that we did and all the documents, the manual and attached with it. But they are all in that folder. I think since, please, no one should delete it, or I can still share access with you. I wanted to do a copy and then, okay, you know what? I don't know what to do. Me, I'm confused. Yes, via mail, but I think it's large. It will be a lot.
No, it won't be a lot if you put it on Google Drive and then share the link.
It's the same thing. Because they are all in the Google Drive. So if I share the link with you, Krana, it's the same. Unless I create another folder, which is not that of, and then maybe I copy hubs. I create another folder. Let me see if I can do copy. Make a copy. Okay. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And so give me your email addresses so that I share with you now. The first person. You can drop it in the chat box so that I copy and bring it here. Okay. First one is... The first one is Diana. I want to do it. Oh, why is my internet behaving like that? Sorry, I want to do it now so that I don't forget. If not, I may forget. But the internet is not interneting. Okay, now internet has internet.
Hello?
So Diana. And then who else? Kwame. Kwame. And Victor. And then Alfred. So once you get the notification, you realize that there is no documents in. The internet is not interneting everywhere, I tell you. I'm even glad that at least it has made us, oh, I should stop this recording because we are going to post it online. And mostly, I don't have time to edit it before I post it. Please check your emails. You will have a notification for a HAPS folder. You have a notification for a HAPS folder. And so I will get your final words with regards to the whole training and the whole mentorship. Your final words with that feedback right here. You can unmute yourself, starting with Victor, Alfred, Kwame, Dinah, or how anyone goes it, so that we can end the recording. I'm now transferring the documents in, so I'll be at the other side, but I'll listen from here. So you can go ahead.
Hi, Mame. Hi, everyone. I Think Life, myself, Kwame, and my organization, Think Life, my hub. We are grateful for this opportunity to learn and to grow. This has been a very insightful session, especially today's one, and we are grateful for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Who is going next? Who is going next? Victor.
Ladies first.
Ah. Anyway.
Okay, this one I'll take it since you've given me the. So yeah, mommy didn't call me, but ladies first, so I take it. I'm not waiting for the opportunity to be given to me. I'm taking it. Thank you. I also wanna thank you a lot and thank GIZ and SC Ghana. Yeah, as Kwame said, I have actually enjoyed this session more. I don't know if it's because we are kind of small, because it's a small group or something, but I think it gave us the opportunity to interact, give you feedback. You also give us feedback. So it's sort of, it has shaping, all the training we had, the 1 week training. So thank you so much. But then I will put in a request that the mentorship session, to me, it shouldn't be just a day. I know it's expensive. I know it's time consuming and all of that. I'm just hoping that it will be extended sort of, so that we can have that gateway, like be able to come back every now and then if we have any challenges. Should be flexible, not strict, like, to have that interaction, especially with you and the other team members that took up the training. So yeah.
Okay. I'll talk to them about it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Diana, for that additional information and additional request. And also, I would like to thank you for this whole section because that's really helped. It was helpful to us, though. Sharing what I developed so far and the comments I had from you, I think I'm on a good lane. So, and it has really impacted a whole lot, and that changed the way I saw my content calendar actually. And I think with this training, this mentorship, I would say it's a blessing. Thank you, Mommy.
Send me Momo. He didn't hear or he didn't like.
You said?
I said, send me Momo.
Okay. Let me ask my boss so that he will sort us out.
Theo, the human being. Okay. Alfred. 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 Is Alfred still on?
Yeah, Mami, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. So you're
I think I've given my feedback on the comment box to avoid any network.
just state it, because I'm not there. I can't even read now. The internet is good. So.
Okay, so let me do direct reading for you. In conclusion, I will say that the past session have been helpful. Same with today's engagement. My take home: use headings, shorten content, pick up links, and share on other pages with captions for engagement. Use the AI tools often. Engage our page through my page. Like attend events. So these are my take home. The flexible schedule there, I agree with Diane, because today's own, it was too. I reserve my comments.
Yes, I know the mentoring session was too soon, but it's supposed to have been done longest time ago. Unfortunately, some of your colleagues have still not even responded, so we had to just go with the numbers that have responded. They have not responded. We only got, I think, 8 apps responding, and we have been waiting for them to get back to us, and they didn't. So we just had to. And the whole of last 2 weeks, I was actually in Accra to do other trainings, and you can just imagine if some of these things happen in this way. So that is also one of the issues that delayed the session, right? But then we need to finish everything by 30th as well. That is this thing that we gave. So we're supposed to have I think we've done our bit here. We are going to give the feedback. They mostly watch it, so I'm going to let them watch, and I'll upload it again in case somebody needs it. I'm going to upload the video version, and then in case somebody needs to go and watch it. So if you are going to watch later on my page, whoever that you are watching now, thank you for coming to my page to watch.
I'll go and download it.
You go and download it. Oh, I can. I don't know how, but I think it's a big file, but I can actually
all the videos throughout the whole section. I downloaded everything on my laptop.
Hey, Vescabra.